You know we're strategizing. Got just what the doctor ordered to deal was Trino and Ragavan. Force of negation? Nah. Yeah. Just when I thought I was out, they pull me back in. Right. What's going on here? Dash Ragavan? Right, that's a card in their deck. That Shredder is going to be pretty good for them. It's good against Ephemerate. It's going to be hard for me realistically to blink a Solitude. Kind of want to go... Not sure. Kind of go Solitude was Wall now. I don't think I should be too greedy. Yeah, Roberto doing great. Kind of sucks to get a non-basic was Ice-Fang in hand. And I picked wrong. I picked extra white because of Ephemerate. So it's more likely I can go Ice-Fang Ephemerate, but yeah, it would have been bad for me. They would have had Shredder with 2 counters already. That'd be like a lot of card selection. Oh, gamer's mug. I think it's okay to greed here and maybe get basic plains or basic forest. It's probably kind of close. So they do play Spell Snare. Could Ephemerate Wall now while they have no Unholy Heat mana? Don't totally hate it. Wait, what? I think I wanted to get Island. Oh. Oh, that's kind of nice. And then they do play Spell Snare, so I'm gonna say go. If I get a counter spell for my Ice-Fang, I'm pretty happy. Hello, Biano. Arctide, Dash, Ragavan. Interesting. Tried to trade with Chandler. If they'll let me. They did not. It's fine. It's a good spot for me. Their last card in hand is not a removal spell. Shred is... Oh. Oh, right, an Ephemerate coming. I mean, I still have to block. I think it's too bad. I have too many good cards, but... I mean, especially after I do Ice-Fang. And that Ice-Fang draw is actually amazing. That's the nuts. That's extremely lucky. Oh, all action. Extreme luck or only great strategy? True, true. Maybe I'm selling myself short. All too humble. I did see a couple cool lists from the challenges this weekend. There was a 5-color Omnath list that came in second after going XN1 in the Swiss. It had 2 Atraxa, 3 Shadow Prophecy, that's the black and 2, you look at the top X, where X is your number of basic types, and then you keep 2 cards, and I think you pay 2 life maybe, I'm not sure. And then they were playing 2 Goryo's Vengeance, as well as 4 Ragavan. So you have Ragavan for Goryo's Vengeance, you have Ragavan for... let's see. I think I just go Solitude here, and then I can go Teferi Witness next turn, something like that. It was pretty cool take on Omnath, a little different. And then there was Cicerus made his comeback. He was playing also Goryo's Vengeance deck actually. It was Asmo, Goryo, was Emrakul's, and maybe Atraxa too, I forget. Played their land. I guess they're thinking at this point it's iteration or bust, so might as well play some lands. They have no cards. It's kind of sus to play Orlando when you have Shredder. So if I play 2 spells, like... I mean, really, it's... doesn't matter what I do. I think I could go Ephemerate, or Witness, Ephemerate. How many Ephemerates do I have in my yard? Just a 1. I should do something. They're just gonna scoop, most likely. Just gonna scoop to the Witness, most likely, unless they want to go for some torture. Let's do that now, I guess. Yeah, they scooped. With so many value TV, what about 80 card Uranus? That could be an option. Problem is there's no, I don't think there's another good 2-drop. So your 2-drops would be really diluted. That's one thing. Your endings would be really diluted, which is your only good answer to turn on Ragavan. So you might have to play like 4 Hierarchs or maybe Inspector. You have to play some bad cards. I don't know, getting a free Yorion is nice. But this deck gets, I think you get out-tempoed more than you get out-valued. Oh, Yorion is gone. No, I don't think Roberto was trolling. That's why he got me. Because he sounded so sure and serious about it. Alright, here's kind of for this matchup. And then Veil is, and then Spell Pierce probably fine. I like Hierarchy in this matchup because it's just a 1-for-1 against them. I like trimming Ephemerate. Against anyone who has Ragavan, you basically almost never want to cut a 2-drop. Anything that blocks a Ragavan. Knight can go. Arcades, they have like Gust, Dispute, so it's pretty vulnerable. On the draw, Solitude's actually not the greatest ever, but on the draw I think you keep them all. And then like a Soulherder can go.
Is this the best deck in Modern?
It might be. It might just be. What's up, Bihopsy? Bloke. I don't know about 2 Spell Pierce, 2 Veils. I feel like these Spell Pierce might go dead fast, but I'll try them out. How did I make so much room for Spell Pierce and stuff? I'm kind of shocked I was able to, Oh, I guess I usually have, like, Endurance in my sideboard. Soulherder might just be a better Arcades, honestly. In some ways. It's possible 2 Spell Pierce, 2 Veil is a little overkill. Alright, great hand again. Need to be mindful of Blood Moon a little more after sideboard, especially when they're on the play. A little awkward if I get basic planes on one. It's okay, Witness is not necessarily a turn-free play. Oh. Tempting. Tempting me was a good time. So if I play Hierarch, they're probably gonna kill it. They're gonna get at least one more value out of Chandler. It does let me get basic force on one, which might make my draw a little less awkward. It also lets me save ending for a Shredder, which is arguably better than a Chandler against me. I'm not too sure. If I Solitude Ragavan, they're tapped out. Might be worth tempo wise. Need to get rid of it. It's gonna be a pain, and then I untap and I get to witness. Think I like it. It's pretty heavy commitment, but I think that Ragavan might just snowball if I don't do that. Murktide's not too scary. So I can go basic planes, get back Solitude. It's better to have another Ragavan. And it's mana efficient. But that Hearse might just be a nightmare for them. That Hearse could just be like totally obscene, and next turn they can just counter it. Witness Solitude is also really strong though. Am I playing in Prague this weekend? No. Decided to stay at home. I don't think these tournaments are great EV if you factor in traveling and stuff. And oh, I have one of my best friend's wedding this weekend, anyways. But just in general, I wouldn't have gone either way. Like I've been traveling a lot. Liz doesn't like it when I'm gone all the time, obviously. Hey Shudzy, what's up, buddy? That artist badge kind of looks like a guitar a bit, like in some ways, but then it's like the brush. I guess when you zoom in on it, it's paintbrush. Finally, someone. Oh, you also see the guitar? Yeah. I mean, I've always seen the guitar, but I guess I never brought it up. Okay, that is good for me. I get to resolve hers next turn. That's huge. It's going to keep Murktide in check a tiny bit. Sorry, Behopsy. Tutor up would be obviously insane. Like Ice-Fang Coatl here would be the nuts. I'll take it. I will allow it. I don't think I'm ever not playing hers over Ice-Fang here, but I don't know, just future Ice-Fang. Nah, I mean it's hers like 10,000%. Hers remove iteration, consider right away. I get to attack for free. Behopsy, what did you say to Bopsy? What the hell? What's that? I'll be right back. Yeah. Free Murktide, 4 cards in hand, 2 mana up. Hmm. So this is whenever, yeah. Okay. I drew that too. So I can go like main phase Ice-Fang. Should I attack first? Maybe attack first. Deck. Oh, I'll update the deck list. Give me a second. I don't know why I have to rejoin Stream Decker every time now. Boom, set as current. Get Stream Decker bot to join. Trying to think if I can get God if I attack first with Witness. Can they pump their Murktide? Can they exile an instant from their graveyard? I don't think so. Does Morbin mean? It was a meme. Morbius, the TV show. Alright, I think I like main phase Ice-Fang. I should have Shocked first. They could have Dispute. Oh, it's gonna feel really bad if they Dispute here. Suit in the laundry. I don't get it dry cleaned that often. I mean, I wear it once in a blue moon. Or maybe I should. Alright, they're tapped out, so I can go Ephemerate, Witness, get back Ice-Fang. I'm getting a little low. And I guess I'll go for... Do I need to do it now as first? Does that make sense? Is there a point? Not really. Force it to attack first. On the Holy Heat, my Ice-Fang. No. I guess it's Nutty Draw against Nutty Draw this game. Exile, creature, and bubble. That Hearse might just kill them too. Never know. Little crew action. 11. I have free cards though. I think I don't get too greedy here. I just Ephemerate Witness. They're probably gonna have to counter it. No? Oh. I mean, if they can't counter it the first time, I should just get it back. Spell would be amazing. That might be okay though. I just want to crew the hearse at this point. Crew the hearse was Witness. I don't want to exile instant my sorceries. So I could Solitude Murktide on their turn. Probably no reason to not Ephemerate now though. I wonder if they have a counter spell. It would seem pretty nuts to not counter spell. So weird. They didn't counter it the first time. They counter it now. I guess did I gain anything? I guess I didn't really gain anything, did I? Can't think. They actually didn't gain anything. They kept on top. Does let them gain life, but it's gotta be the right play. Kind of wish I had not attacked with Hearse actually, because I could exile 2 instants. That I can play another huge Murktide. I just lose if I don't top deck. Huh. 2 points of damage. Okay, Shredder. Do they have the Murktide to go with it? To have Murktide, I'm gonna have to top deck something good. Dashed Ragavan. Oh no, Hardcast Ragavan. Hey Eurus, hey Marenzo, hey White Fangs. You spend money on Arena, or are you completely free to play? No, I've spent a lot of money. Well, a lot. Yeah, I've spent a few $1,000s. I used to spend between $100 and $200 every time a new set came out to have all the stuff. All right. Let's see. Great spot, obviously. If I attack with Solitude, it's a 4 free. But I have to block with Shredder. Markets. I think forcing a trade's just very nice, right? Any recommendations on pre-modern? No. I mean, there's a pre-modern community. I saw Sam Black won the most recent big tournament. It was right up my alley too. It made me want to build a deck. It was Bant, Prison kind of. It had land tax, I think. It had a tutor package for humility and a few other cards, and it just won was, I don't know, boredom, I guess. This is kind of nuts. I get to go Blink Witness, get back Ephemerate, Ephemerate right away, Ephemerate Witness. Ooh, yeah, well. Can you claim that as a business expense? I can now. At the time I spent money on Arena, I was in because I changed status. I used to be something called auto-entrepreneur, which is like kind of when you're just doing something on your own, and it was like good because it was good if you didn't have too many expenses because it's pretty simplified, so you pay less taxes and less charges. But the downside is I couldn't expense stuff. So it was perfect during COVID too, because there's like way less traveling and let's see. I think I should just exile now maybe. Because of Murky, or Murky's already gonna be huge no matter what. I mean, I have Teferi now. I don't really care about Murktide anymore. I don't know. Hmm. Okay. Boredom, my favorite win con. Any real impact from the strikes and stuff? For me, very little, but I mean, it is just worrying, you know? People are upset and government's not really listening, and it's getting a little.
The genius of Gabriel Nassif.
Do you have ending? I think this is the part of the stream where I need to see what they've been up to. Creativity. The last few turns are creativity. So ending turn one's not as important, but ending for Ren is kind of nice. And I have a wall to get things going. Kind of want to make your land drops. Mengu, bonjour. See the mill. I saw the mill didn't go very well. Not sure what you played after that. 5 spells. I mean, Ren is good against me, but Barry's one of my best cards. I don't have that. 5 land is so many. Otawara could be okay down the line. Like 5 lands is just so many. Trophied was mono green Tron. I'll also just not be. I guess I'm just gonna keep. Like if I mulligan and they have a 1-drop and I can't kill it, I don't know. Welding pays good money. Alright, looks like it's thingy. Looks like it's creativity. Who resubbed? Giflerm. Thank you so much for the 5 months. Appreciate it. Hope you keep enjoying the stream. Your worst 7, bestest kind of scenario. I mean, I wouldn't keep anything worse than that, I guess. Maybe even if that Otawara was not an Otawara, I would have mulliganed. I'm not sure. Mengu, have you tried Bant Nassif? Bant strats? I don't think he has. He's missing out. Well, that was absolutely brutal. 2 lands. My land count's pretty low. I have a cycling land. Alright, at least they don't have Fable. Solitude is interesting. Prevents me from an Archon. I guess if they get an Archon next turn, I can bounce it. I only have 1 basic island. Kind of want to fetch, though. Yeah. We need to play fast because we were talking, and I don't want to go to the bathroom. Classic. Foundry for 4 against them. I don't think there is anything. Ending for 4, I mean. So I'm just going to get Hallowed Fountain. The Canadian pension plan is projected to be solvent for the next 70 years minimum, just to respond to the earlier chatter. I don't like unnecessary fear about these things. And then Adam asked, and what rates of return? I don't even know what that means. Dude, another land? Unreal. Dude. Play Zero Draw sucks. Hey, Mario. Gotta go. That's a cool emote. It looks good. Who is it? Gotta go? Jim Buck, gotta go. Is that a chess? Is that a chess player? GM Buck? Yeah, I mean, I kept kind of a sketchy hand. I'm paying the iron price. I really am paying the iron price. Jesus Christ. Otawara end of turn. No, I think keeping mana up is maybe scary enough. I am gonna Solitude end of turn here. What's the plotter for? It's for big mana decks, so Tron and Amulet. It's actually worked. The few times we've drawn it against Tron, it did like help me win the game. So it's pretty cool. All right, what's better here? To fetch my Triumph? Because I have nothing left to fetch besides Triumph with Misty. Or to draw it at some point. Or to put Breeding Pool tap while I can. Probably better to not draw it in the first place. I have 2 forests, I have 1 basic plains left. Probably better to just fetch it, right? I mean, I guess technically if I draw it and then I witness for the cycling land, it could be okay. Teferi would have been pretty good here. Drawing my 1 spell pierce would have been good. I think they're just going to go for it here, most likely. Creativity for free. Looks like they're going for it. Bounce 1 of the tokens. I guess that was the reason to not play fetch. Not that it really matters at this point. Alright. 5 lands didn't work out for me. How many spells did I draw? I drew 2 spells and like 6 lands or something in my 23 land deck. Right on time. Needed that a tiny bit earlier. Even a Teferi would have been cool. I could have Teferi plus ending one of the tokens. Alright, I think Veil, Hallowed Moonlight is good. I think Dresdown is not that great. I'll do 1 explosives. It was bad for me the other day, but then there was another match where I wish I had it. I'll do the second Pierce. Cutting stuff's gonna be tough in this matchup because everything's kind of good. On the play, you can trim Solitude in general. You can trim Ending. It's not even a play draw thing. I think I want to keep all my 2-drops. The Fairy's kind of your best card against them. Knight helps against Fable. I think Ephemerate's good against them because they're not really good at killing a wall, so it's not going to be too risky. What's up, Adam? I mean, explosives would have been dead this game. I think I'm not going to do explosives. Then endings, like, not that great if they're not playing Teferi version, which I don't think they are. It's good against Ren. Hers is probably okay against them. Not F4 per smart commands, man. Why am I playing Foundry over Stomping Ground and the deck was Ice-Fang? I think it was maybe this double white for Solitude. You make a decent point. I think there was a little imbalance because I cut Iganjo for it, then was Boseiju and Otawara. There's a little imbalance if I play a Stomping Ground over Sacred Foundry. I think Dresdown's not that great against them. Maybe Veil is okay because maybe Hearse is okay because I have Veil to protect my I'm gonna try the Hearse. They also play Persist sometimes. think one Soulherder can go. Maybe cut an ending. I mean, the reason for no explosives is that I'm already pretty good against Archon creativity because I have 2 Orvars and a Moonlight. And I have Spell Pierce now and Veils. Yeah, the other day I played Ulamog and Emrakul. So is it worth it to play Emrakul in the sideboard just for mill? A sideboard slot for one matchup is a huge commitment. So it's only one matchup, but it's also extremely high impact because of the fact that you don't need to draw it. It's pretty unique in that way. So I like to say that it's the best sideboard card you can have against anyone for any matchup. Because you don't have to draw it. It's pretty unique. It's a sideboard card that's good even if you don't draw it. I think I just jammed Soulherder here. Don't want to fetch Island first. Oh, Binding. Did I not bring in the second night? Hmm. Oh, they do have Teferi in their deck. Canister loves to point out these type of fallacies. Some fallacy is putting in a card that helps in an already good matchup. The only thing that matters is targeted metagame percentage, delta win rate. Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's nice to feel like you don't have a hopeless matchup. Teferi is one of the best cards against you. Ren and Teferi. That's why these matchups are pretty tough. Not unwinnable, though. These Veils are looking pretty horrendous right now. Obviously, I mean, to be fair, I didn't expect Teferi. So, that's kind of brutal. You think this creativity deck should play this card for protection instead of interacting on the sack? Seems more efficient turn before untap go. Well, I mean, Spell Pierce impacts the board, the rest doesn't, you know, Thoughtseize doesn't, and the life loss is pretty rough too. I mean, I got extremely unlucky with my draws this match. Like, stuck with 2 Veil against Teferi. I guess once you see Binding, you should kind of expect Teferi. So maybe that one's on me. Also boarded out all my endings. I don't know if I wasn't paying attention game 1, I guess. Should maybe paid more attention. We saw neither. I wasn't paying attention. I mean, I should have been paying attention to the mana base, to probably a few things. And I wasn't. I need to find Orvar.
Not like this. Not like this.
Let's see. So they can creativity for 2 next turn. I would lose 4 cards. So I'd lose my Ephemerate. Trying to see if I should just use Ephemerate on wall right now just to cycle. Wait, why would I lose 4 cards? I would lose 2 cards. I don't know why I said 4. Alright, I should save Ephemerate then. I mean, I'll most likely not recover from double Archon, but yeah, I don't know, it's close. Because if I keep Ephemerate, I can draw a land, and then go Solitude, blink my Solitude, get rid of both Archons. Like, this is just, that Teferi is just so brutal. Oh, well, I tried more Veil, you know, trying out stuff. Like, if I just had a Knight of Autumn for my Soulherder, it'd be much better. Arcades, I can maybe be able to pressure Teferi. Maybe they can just creativity at instant speed if they want to. EE is a must. I don't know, EE I don't think E is. It's kind of awkward. Was my plan, but okay, land is kind of good here. They have 2 cards left. Killing both tokens. Well, I'm definitely killing Shaman if I can. Question is, do I go for Ephemerate? Am I that desperate? I mean, I don't think they have creativity, right? They would have just creativity for 2. Maybe they're trying to like beat an Orvar. Maybe they're trying to stall till they can beat an Orvar. Because that 3/2 body is pretty relevant right now. I'm gonna end up with 4 Orvar in my sideboards. I play this matchup like 20% of the time.
You mad. This song
It's
will
got
drive
any
you
creativity.
mad. Pay 5 for active treason. Well, that might sound pretty bad.
These have a lot of bad cards to discard. Maybe they're really playing against... I think they're just worried about Orvar. They just maybe know I have 2 Orvars in my list. And they're like, they think they can just beat it. I'm not too sure what else, what other explanation there would be right now. I mean, I really need to get rid of that Teferi, right? They're most likely going to double block my Solitude, which is fine. I guess they might creativity at instant speed. Or 2. I guess that's their plan. Maybe I should have Veiled pre-combat. They said I should watch your stream more often. How many Orvars you have in hand? And I said just 1. I feel like that's something I would say if I had 1 in hand sometimes. I don't lie a lot. Hey, Pete. Man, these veils are the saddest thing. I need to draw. I guess I'll just draw another Orvar. I mean, I think it's a little too late now. That fodder to sack and whatnot. Like Solitude and Archon? Probably still best. Could have drawn another, like, another Solitude, or, you know, another Ephemerate would have been okay. Orvar would still be okay. My draws were just truly terrible. That Teferi wrecked me. Teferi's not fun. Well, to be fair, I'm playing Teferi too, so can't really complain. Thing is about explosives is I have to keep mana up. They have Prismatic Command. They have Teferi to bounce it when they need. You know, it just sits there. They have Binding to get rid of it if they need to get rid of it. And in the meantime, it's kind of like it's not very tricky for them to play around it. And it's not pressuring them. It's not cantripping. But obviously, I mean, these 2 veils were just horrendous for me. I'm still learning. I'm still learning in this matchup what I want. Salut Moudou, GG. J'avais deux Orvar dans mon side, j'ai vraiment pioché horrible contre toi. Enfin, toi aussi, t'as pas pioché génial, mais là, j'ai gardé Ending, Wall, Otawara et 4 lands et j'ai pioché 6 lands, je crois, et 2 spells. Et là, 2, j'ai pioché 2 Veil et tu m'as mis un Teferi et je m'attendais pas à Teferi. Parce que tu jouais pas Teferi la dernière fois. I mean, a lot of people. I used to not use a service like that before I got a partnership with Mana Traders. I used to just buy my cards and borrow some cards, and but I'm sure I lost like a ton of money over the years, you know. All right, looks like we're up against Rhino most likely. So they can have ice. I should play planes because I could draw Hierarch. It's marginal. They need to have ice, and I need to draw exactly my one Hierarch, but I guess it's slightly better than not doing it. Did you see Mengu tweeting about that 500-man popper turning early? I think it was 640 actually. Who played it? I think it was White Fangs. Said they played it. I really wonder how Italy has so many big turns for rather small formats. Like we don't even have good locals anymore. There's just a huge popper community, I think, and yeah, I mean they're just really active. They, Italy's like fairly rich country too. 614? I thought it was 640. If I were to buy paper fables, does it make sense to wait standard rotation? I'm not a finance expert, I'm not sure. Alright, let's see. Is there a reason not to play Teferi? No, not really. Let's see if they have the Force of Negation as well. I think I just saved my Solitudes because they're good in the late game. Actually, nah. I don't know, they have Fire Ice and stuff. It's gonna feel bad if I Solitude the token. When I have Ending. Give me a sec. Gips J, thanks for your raid. Welcome. Hope you had a good stream. Okay, I could just block with Wall too, I guess. Wall's good with Arcades, but I'll try blocking with Wall's deck, right? Let's see. The thing is, they have 4 Furies in their deck, so they can play. It's not like I win just because I have Teferi. They could just play their cards, play Stomp. I don't think I want to block. I think it's either Solitude, pitch in Arcades. My issue with not using it is that I don't think in the second Arcades is going to be a ton of value for me because they can't really counter it. They can't really kill it. I think this is fine. It's a bit of a guessing game. I'm going to draw like 6 lands in a row and I wish I'd kept all my cards. Oh, everyone's playing Fable. Even Rhinos. Should I get rid of the Fable now, maybe? I'm not sure. Play Arcades. Deep in the tank. Punnet? What she got? How many cards? So what's a decent turn for them? Like Bounce Arcades. Attack. Play another Fable. Chose not to use Fable. Dun dun dun. I think to have a one card removal that kills Arcades, that'd be really bad for me. Not sure what that would be. Could have Binding, but doesn't look like they're Binding mana based. No discard to Fable Scoop. Kind of sus. Alright, Moonlight is good, Spell Pierce is good, Explosives is good, Chalice is good, Veil is good. Not a bottom, I guess, against Fable. Ending's mostly bad. I think Arcades mostly mid. Solitude is nice because of the late game Furies. Don't want to cut too many Soulherders and Arcades. That one might beg to be too much air. I'll do just one Knight of Autumn. It's not a given they have 4 Fables. They might just have 2. From a Soulherder. And I guess just an Ice-Fang maybe. I think it's a good Hierarch matchup. I like all the 1-mana cards. Could try an Ephemerate. Double blue mana. That sounds too risky. Get rid of Wall. I think getting rid of basic force is also okay. Hierarch, I think this is a good Hierarch matchup. I guess they have Bone Crusher maybe. Yeah, maybe it's not the greatest Hierarch matchup. And have Fire Ice. If they use Fire Ice on Hierarch, I'm fine with that though. That's a pretty good draw. Don't have to show them to it right away though. Just play Otawara, say go. A little weird for them to not ice. I mean, maybe they're worried about Veil and they're hoping I play a 2-drop. Another reason was, I don't know. They're basically letting me cast a wall on turn 2 by not icing in my upkeep. It's kind of weird. Should have played a fetch land. All suspicious that I keep blue mana up over white mana up in this match, and like in general. No dispute, please. Damn. Good hand. That's a good draw. Is there a rush to bounce that Goblin token though? Maybe I need to wall up first. Is an Otawara really good in this matchup? It's not that good, I mean. 4 mana to bounce one of their rhinos. Not a winning proposition. To discard it, Footfall and Otawara. I mean, they might have Fury for both my walls, but Fury's gonna be good against me anyways, and 4 damage does a lot to take. I mean, at this point, I have so much mana. I'm in pretty rough shape. They only discarded one of their 2 cards. No bueno. That's nice. I just have to bounce the reflection. I don't know why they didn't sack Island on their turn. Could have drawn a Fury. They kept the card and they didn't sack Islets. So clearly they have something. Not sure what though. Maybe just played loose. Doubt it. Subtlety. Burst in response. It's a lot of damage. But I am at 16. Feel like I almost instantly lose if they ever draw Fury. Dodged them so far. Much longer. Mm-hmm. How low is that? Everything at Teferi. Yes, Teferi's dead. Not necessarily. Technically, I could say Teferi. I don't think I should, though. Hey, Granham. Thanks for the raid. I mean, they have another counter if they want to kill Teferi this badly. Are we seeing any people from the Soaring Frag this weekend? I'm sure. Not me, though. They have another Cascade? Yeah, they might. That or Force of Negation. Alright, let's see what they think about all strats. Yeah, it's brutal. Oh, and they kill a wall. I think I have to do that. Get rid of the reflection. And then lift up the top of my deck. Or in the siege tower light. Light? Excuse me? How dare you? Alright, I need that. I need that Soulherder to live. That was impressive by them. I mean, they had kind of the nuts. They had like Ice into Cascade into Fable plus Dispute. But I mean, these Fables were really good. Maybe Arcade's just too awkward against them. Yeah, he's dead. 14 damage, 10 plus 4. Oof. Yeah, I'm just gonna get rid of Solitude. Plotter's for big mana. That was a good draw, really good draw. If I fetch now, they can Cascade. Then I get to bounce 1. And then double block to protect my Teferi. Blink something. And they could have Blood Moon. I guess they could have double counter. Oh my god. At least I probably got them confused.
I prefer really not to speak. If I speak, I am in big trouble. In big trouble. And I don't want to be in big trouble.
These veils have really been terrible for me today, in one way or another. Okay. They're saying there's a chance. Hey. God, can you imagine how far ahead I would be this game if I veiled the first time? Plays discard too. You want to play Solitude in the upkeep? Yeah, you don't even need to click the upkeep. If I block wall, I can Fury my board, but I think that's fine. Because I have Solitude in hand anyways. My Spell Pierce, just good card in Modern. Maybe they had already turned this was a better line. No, because they would have... I would have still drawn a card. Because they would have veiled it to Teferi, but I would have drawn a card, get their dispute out earlier. I'm going to click upkeep just in case, but pretty sure you don't have to. Pretty far behind. A little unlucky I didn't have, I mean, I guess I needed a lot. Oh, I'm going to gain a lot of life. I need to do Eternal Witness, is what I need. It's decent as well. Not in a rush to play though. Don't want to get my board furied again. Gonna cycle the Veil here. What you gonna do? Brazen Bar my Solitude. Guess I have to play Soulherder first. Because of Brazen Bar. Because of disputes. Playing Ice-Fang now in case I draw another land. Oof. One I have forest left. I don't even hate it if your last card in hand was a dispute. At least it means it's not a fury. Did I just die? I'm just dead if they have Brazen Bar. Or that. Oh. Yeah, that Veil play was not great. That Veil play was not great. I also like to Spult in myself. Yeah. I mean, they drew really well. I think this matchup's pretty good. Their version is good, though. Fable's huge upgrade against me, for sure. Like, usually it's easier. Fable makes it a little tougher. Is that enough to live one turn? Barely. I need to draw like... Okay, never mind. I was gonna say I need to draw like wall into explosives. So win on our hearts. Yeah, I mean... Rhino that draws like that is gonna win. Rhino deck's not very consistent, but when it draws like that. Probably Banana King was playing Yawgmoth, which is a tough matchup. I played them in the 1-6 bracket on Saturday. I was 2-5 and they were 1-6 and they were playing maybe in a prelim they're just playing Death Shadow. They were playing 5-color Zoo was Death Shadow and Shadow Prophecy. And then on Sunday they made top 8 was Black Green Yawgmoth, so who knows? Who knows what they're playing today? It could be anything really. Gaia Reach. I don't think I like Gaia Reach better than Field of Ruin if you only have 2 Narsets. If you have 3 or 4 Narsets in your deck, I think then you want to play one Gaia Reach. But Field of Ruin's just so important because of red-black's creature lands and triggering Fatal Push. Super relevant against Shield Red. So it's close. It's close. If you want to play Gaia Reach over a Field of Ruin, that's fine. If you want to be greedy and cut colored mana to add a Gaia Reach, that's fine. But with only 2 Narset, it's not sure. Could be right, could be bad. Okay, second Clang, a cut down, Thoughtseize, Dispute, Kalidas, Narsets, Go Blank, 3 Twilights. At a Verdict. And what was the last non-JVP card? Up to 4 Shark Typhoons. And I only had 2 Twilights. I'm still 1 card short. Cling, cut down, Thoughtseize, 2 Disputes, 2. There's a 1 JVP, but I added a Blue Sun Zenith. Oh, and then I had 2 Sharks, but I moved 1 to the main, so I get one extra card. What's up with Modern? I'm waiting on my opponent, but we're not doing good today. 1 and 2. I had some pretty bad draws. I made a few mistakes. My opponents, yeah, I don't know. It was close. Even my win was close. All right, black green. Black green's tough matchup because Grist is just a nightmare. Mostly Grist being a nightmare. This hand's good though. Them not having a mana creature on 1 is nice, obviously. And getting Force is okay here. I do have Witness in my deck, double green, only 1. Death Touch not very relevant in this matchup, and your life total is not very relevant, so probably just get a Breeding Pool or something. Okay, so I can Teferi minus on Hierarch. Can try and get Soulherder going. Both good. Soulherder is not super great against Land Grist, because they can go Land Grist, kill my wall, attack Teferi. Oh no, never mind, I'm bouncing the Hierarch. Probably playing Soulherder is just fine. I don't like Soulherder before we have Teferi up. Why do I need to have Teferi up with Soulherder? Is that relevant? I had a Solitude this game, would have been kind of nice. I'm in a fine spot though. Oh, it looks like they messed up. Wait, what just happened? Why is their Hierarch gone? Oh, because they want to keep their wolf. Got it. Alright, let's see. I don't hate Arcades' attack. Bouncing Yogg? Does Bouncing Yogg advance my game plan? I don't really see how Bouncing Yogg advanced my game plan. I mean, Bouncing Yogg is fine. It buys me time to find a Solitude, which is nice. Not Undying. Yeah, but not Undying creature is just dumping 1 life to draw a card when they're going to be at 9 after my attack. And they don't kill an Arcades very easily. I mean, obviously they could have like An Undying Creature, Court of Calling. It could go like Undying Creature, Court of Calling for Blood Artist, kill me. If I don't bounce Yogg. Yeah, I think bouncing Yogg is good though, you're right. It just buys me a turn. I could get lucky and draw Solitude or Solitude Ephemerate. Solitude Ephemerate, Prismatic Ending. All really good draws. I could have like said go get in Sacred Foundry, kill Yogg, but I don't think Yogg's that scary right now. I guess same thing, they could just have the kill. Should have gotten Sacred Foundry either way, probably. Maybe not with this hand. Hmm. Just Arcades, right? Pressures. All the upside of Wall plus Ice-Fang is I get to draw. I get to potentially draw Ephemerate or Solitude to not just die. Arcades really good if I get to untap with Arcades. I guess Ice-Fang's pretty bad against Yawgmoth. Not aggressed. Be so good if I had Ephemerate here. Be so good. But I don't. It's a good draw. Come on, Solitude. Alright, if I get to untap, I probably win. But they have lots. Going on. I can draw a lot of cards, but I need to draw like Court of Calling, I guess. Court of Calling in their top 10 cards. Oops. Alright, I'm gonna F6. Pretty clear I don't have Solitude at this point. They haven't played a land yet, right? Don't draw Court of Calling, I just win. I may see what's up. Korean barbecue, I got Korean food yesterday. I was around. I'm getting pretty unlucky. My opponents have been drawing extremely well. I mean, I guess it is modern. Just needed a Solitude or Ephemerate one turn earlier this game and I would have won. How many Grass? 4. 4, 4, 4. All my cards are pretty good. Fierce and Veil are always a little sketch. Hard to keep mana up. Veil at least works against Grists. I don't know, they're both like, maybe I shouldn't bother, honestly. Hey, it's too complicated. Stress on good against Yogg. I don't think it's good enough. Feels just not that exciting if you don't think they have Thoughtseize. I think this is fine. It's nice that Hallowed Moonlight is a white card. If you're gonna have like kind of situational cards, it's nice when it's white. Yeah, they always have Thoughtseize. It depends if they don't always bring it in. Don't think I would bring in Thoughtseize against someone who has like potentially Veil in their deck. WL Sack, what's up? Because their deck's just good against mine. They don't need to do anything too crazy, really. Thanks for the resub. Appreciate it. Just to go, I guess. And the bird? No. Grace is not that scary this game because of ending. I can just untap and end it. I think it's better to play that way. If I kill bird, I'm not getting ahead. They just untap, play a bird, play a wall, and then it feels just so freaking bad. Depends on the game, you know. Sometimes you get the bird, but I think this game I'm just gonna try and save my removal for their cards that do something. Just play my own game. I wonder if I should go nuts now. If I should like Solitude a young wolf or a hierarch. Because my hand's kind of stacked. I could go nuts. I could get the birds too. I know I said I didn't want to go after the mana creatures. But given how the game is going. Problem is if I use my auto removal and they go like Swarm Grist. I mean, likely they don't have Grist. I was gonna say go. They would have played Grist last turn if they had it. Children. Man, I can even end for 4 here. No biggie. I mean, even end for 5. Black. Oh no, I guess I need white mana to actually cast it. Not a raid. Titan MTG. Thanks for the raid, Titan. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. Alright, it looks like they don't have it all. Which is nice for a change. Probably just play Solitude at this point. Solitude, Hipatros, Solitude, Birds. Or I could go Soulherder, Wall of Blossom. Hmm. So go after the young wolf, right? I'm just dead to young moss? How does it work? Not dead, just a lot of cards, right? Just draw as many cards as they have life. Doesn't kill my board, right? How does it kill my board? Because they have to use the counters on their own tokens to keep drawing cards. Alright, we got them. That's game. Yeah. That's game and they know it. It's even harder to get the reactive cards to work on the draw. I'm not gonna bother. The way you beat them is just drawing really well, I guess. Just hoping to stumble or having a Solitude Ephemerate draw was the rest. Was everything that goes with it. Okay, good hand. Keep and get rid of Wall of Blossom, probably. Just draw well. Yeah, I mean, sounds dumb. I'm not the greatest analysis. You both mulligan, I'll take it. Oh, hello. Oh my god. Can't cast Ice-Fang. I mean, it was gonna be a lot of shocking, but I should have. Yeah, my wall's pretty bad if they go Grist minus on my wall. Not sure they would ever do that. I guess if they go Grist minus, never mind, I get to Solitude in response. But it's not that good. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I should have shocked and then shocked again or something. Oh, they just stuck on land. We get a freebie maybe this game. Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. A little freebie, you say? Do love a freebie. Question is, do I Solitude Geist now? In case they get Yogg? Or do I gamble? On tap, man, I'm giving it away. I should have thought about it before casting Soulherder. I hate it when I do stuff like that. On tap, play land, Saggeist. In response, I get rid of Hipatra. They can't Yogg. Okay, thanks. Thanks, champ. If I Solitude now, I have no action going. I can have Eldritch Evolution. If they have Eldritch Evolution in hand and a land, how bad is it for me? What if I let Yogg resolves? And then I Solitude Yogg with that trigger on the stack? I can draw a lot of cards. Man, this is so tough. Is this and believe in the heart of the cards or hope? I mean, they have very few lands and they need to have Eldritch Evolution for it to be bad for me. What else is bad for me? I think that's about it. Alright. It's really tempting. Oh, they might have safekeeping. I was gonna go maybe for, you could like Solitude that, and then Soulherder's a free, and then you just kill Hepatra. But if they have safekeeping, it's kind of bad for me. That's nice. Let's do Tefers. Let's bounce Patra for now. Nice beaded Monarch. Also, the evolution on 9 creature, they will have no fodder for more than one stack with Yogg, so we can still Solitude Yogg was the first trigger on the stack. Oh. Yogg was targeting Hepatra, and then I still have a window to kill it there. You might be right. Oh no, the creature comes back before. So that's just infinite draws, right? They're not actually killing my creatures. I guess they haven't played a land yet. Endurance, Chord, yeah. I don't think he brought in chords. I think I just let them draw the cards, right? We can only court for one. Solitude now. Isn't it better to untap, hardcast Solitude, and Solitude something else with a Soulherder trigger? Either's really good, I guess. Yeah, probably now is good. Because I have Teferi, I have some interaction. No reason to let them draw. I mean, there is a reason to let them draw. That they're just drawing cards and they can't really add to the board. Am I gonna lose my Soulherder? I'll lose my Soulherder, that's kind of bad. I guess it's a lot of resource for them. Probably all too far behind. Full grid, but if I don't flood horrendously, I don't think it's going to matter that much. I should be able to snowball. They're at 10. Yeah, that was a good draw. That was a good draw, but... So worst case is they go Grist minus. They go land, Grist minus. They're down to 6. They're down to 5. I don't finish them. I don't finish off the grist right away. A little scary, but I have a lot of cards. I have Teferi. I have draw step, Ice-Fang draw. I have Teferi that's gonna go up to 3. Yeah, this should be good enough. Even just one Ice-Fang is probably just good enough to win the game here. I don't need much more. I really didn't need much more. That should be more than enough. Low on clock. 4 minutes to finish this game. I can't. Alright, let's start by bouncing Yogg. Didn't not draw a card if I bounce it. Put a plus one up on and draw a card. Seems like a decent use of it, right? Let's see. They don't draw a card. I save my Ice-Fang. Like it. Just a Fairy Plus, probably. Keep being mana efficient. Up to 1 target, but still draw. Why not go after life total? Because I want to keep Grist in check. I don't know. So they don't just go Undying Creature, Grist minus, kill my stuff. I don't know. It's hard for them to just come back from no board, you know? It's really freaking hard for them to... I should have drawn cards first in case I mean, I just make sure I keep them deep in the hole. Kind of, basically. I could just Solitude on my turn, maybe. Sacred Foundry MVP. Couldn't have done it without you. Hi Gab, just came out today an article on the biggest Latin magic portal and the title is Gabriel Nassif is right. Dang. You'll love to see it. New Shield Red's a little scary actually. Alright, I need a 2-power creature. Or a hierarch. I will say I didn't think I would need that much time to win this game. I will admit. I didn't think it would be nearly this close. Got him. I really got him. Salvage 2 and 2. That was a fun one. Rend the Gauntlet, Rhinos, Murktides, Yogg, and Creativity. Literally like the top 4 decks in the format are close.